Hi and welcome back to Joe Talks Cars and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the Motorist, where we're here today for the Festival of Porsche. I'm sporting my Porsche t-shirt that I got from Stuttgart only a few days ago, so it's a very Porsche related last few weeks for me. The sun is shining, it's the perfect day to get out in the Cayman. So first of all, we'll have a walk around, see what's coming in, and we will catch up in a bit once I've had a quick look round the Motorist Hub. Because these classic 911s are just something else. Obviously, I drove one of these on the channel a few weeks ago, so if you haven't seen that video, check the pinned comment out and you'll be able to watch that. It was a really good day, and I didn't find it too hard to drive either. But yeah, what a selection of Porsches. When you look at how many are actually here, this must be one of the largest gatherings of Porsches. It's certainly the largest gathering of Porsches I've ever seen, but it's got to be up there in one of the largest gatherings of Porsches ever in the UK. It looks absolutely stunning. I am going to have a wander up there though. We're going to have a wander up there and get some shots off this balcony because it's going to look really, really cool. So down here, we've got like all the concourse areas. So these are all the cars that have actually been cleaned for the event. I certainly didn't bother doing mine, but you can see there's still quite a lot of cleaning going on of all these cars. I used to spend a lot of time cleaning my car and that kind of, I don't really have the time.
Yeah, we made it! I'm on top of the world!
There's some interesting things going on here today. Right, we'll have a quick walk around the opposite side of the motor, see what we've got around this corner. Obviously we've talked about this is the concourse area, so let's see what they've got around the other side. Pirelli have got a full stand here, as have Porsche Centre of Hull, I think it is. Just about to get run over by a GT3. It's very, very nice. Worst cars to be run over by. But yeah, there's some beautiful cars around here. I don't know if you can see, there's like GT3 cars around here. And around the front, pretty empty. But Porsche Centre are here with a really, really nice stand actually. So Porsche Centre Leeds have come along today and brought some Cayennes, Macans, Boxsters, and a really impressive stand. Like a mini showroom. Got Pirelli here, which are going to be doing some technical talks, I think. They've got, looks like a simulator in there. Hopefully you get to have a go in that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think the only thing left to do now is to go and get some food because I'm absolutely starving. I need a coffee, so I'll go and get some food and then we'll have a little walk around and look at some of the cars in more detail and share the day with you as best I can. Well, I'll give it a go. See you very shortly. So that was a bit unexpected. There was Dean of DMB Collections in there and he's brought along a lovely Carrera GT and another 911, which is really cool to see him. I've watched him on a lot of Archie Hamilton's videos. It's kind of weird to see someone that you watch on YouTube and you see them in real life. It's kind of weird, but it's really good to meet him. But no, if you thought there was a lot of cars here earlier, you should see it now. It's absolutely mental. There's literally Porsches as far as the eye can see. It's crazy. The sun's shining, beautiful day. There's still more and more cars coming in. But yeah, we'll have a quick walk round. I'm going to do a quick loop around the whole car park. We'll stop at anything of significant interest and yeah, just enjoy the day really and try and bring you along with me. So the Cayman Boxster corner has got significantly longer now. I can't really stop at every single car, but look at them all. We'll be able to see mine shortly and then we'll know how many have turned up since, but it's a lot of cars. That looks absolutely insane. It's the latest GT3 with that swan neck wing on it and he's just had it wrapped by Inspired Automotive, I think, is who's wrapped it. And Jesus, it looks sick. And it sounds incredible, that 4 litre flat six, there's just no substitute to that. Whoa, look at that. Whoa. They got run over by something cool. Whoa, that's insane. So that is what we've got here today. Literally walk around a corner and something like that just turns up and it looks absolutely insane. So we'll have a little bit more of a walk around, see if we can find anything that kind of jumps out at me. Like I said, it's very, very overwhelming. There's just so many cars here. Look at this. A turbo. Would love to have a drive of one of them. And just a Boxster GTS, just casually sat there. They're really, really nice. The 4 litre engine in them. A sweet spot in the Porsche range, I would say at the moment. More cars turn up. We're going to run out of parking spaces for sure. They're going to run out of places to put all these cars. So now this is the concourse section. So this should be the ultimate clean cars. These should be like absolutely spotless. I was really into doing this sort of thing to my car, but I don't have the time to clean them anymore. But I mean, you have to appreciate something like this. The 996 911, but it's a 4S. But look how clean that is. It's insane, those wheels look new. Next to that, a 997, one of my favourites. It's just a really good era of 911, I would say. Almost perfect. They do, unfortunately, suffer with bore scoring, so I just don't think I could take that chance again. So it's not one for the garage. Look at this Cayman in PTS colour of some description. Doesn't say what colour that is, but it's obviously some PTS colour. Extremely expensive, and I think it looks expensive, but it looks worth it. Another 997, looking amazing. And a turbo. These things are nuts. The values of these are going absolutely mental. You can see why. And obviously I drove one of a similar year and stunning to drive, not even that difficult. 996 turbo as well there, with the best wheels in my opinion. Nice chunky turbo wheels. That looks sick. Interesting colour on this one, this GT2. Extremely rare car. Yeah, look at the seats in there. They look like they'd hold you in nicely, those seats. And the wing on the GT2. I think you often forget with these 996 GT2s how big the wing is. Just not a car you see very often. And it looks absolutely stunning. Again, I don't know what the colour is. If you know the colour, drop it in the comment below. It's a very interesting colour, but yeah, I have no idea what it is. So yeah, that's just a very, very small selection, but I am going to have a quick wander around the other side. I've just talked to a guy who's in the same owners club as me, and he's got a GT3, so we're going to have a go and quick look at that and see what the cars have gathered around that section, because it looked like a GT3 Touring, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this is crazy. I've just walked past something else like over there that most people be screaming at the screen now, saying go and film a bit of that one. But yeah, there's quite a few GT3 RSs and some interesting like classic like Porsches, so we're going to have a look at those. So this is kind of like the big boys corner really. I mean, we've got a Turbo S here. Interesting crayon Turbo S as well. It's stunning. And then there's this carbon bonnet GT3 Touring. Bloody hell. Look at the wheels on this. That is insane. 21 inch and the rubber looks painted on. That's nuts. With a carbon bonnet. That looks like something off a GT2, I don't know. Carbon bonnet and a GT3 Touring. I can see why these are worth so much money. A GT3 with a wing, this time in crayon. Again, I think I've featured this a few times on the channel. It's always a favourite of mine. I just think it looks perfect. It's so classy. The colour of that. Obviously, I have covered a GT3 on the channel before. Huge fan of them. So this is one of the main advantages to doing a YouTube channel. I am now sat in a Gt3 RS that's just been pulled up. The owners kindly let me have a jump in. It's the first time I've sat in a Gt3 RS, and yeah, it's a stunning place to be. These seats are incredible. It's amazingly ergonomic and super, super comfortable. This car is beautiful, and it's going to be joining us on a few of the drive outs that we do with the owners club, so hopefully I'll be able to get this car on film at some point along with my Cayman. But yeah, what a wonderful, wonderful car to sit in. It smells super new. It's done barely any miles, this thing, like 7,000 miles. Not very many, practically a brand new car, but really kind of the owner to let me jump in and have a sit in this amazing Gt3 RS. The inside of it is more or less just like a normal 911. Obviously you've got the Gt3 RS logo on the dials there, but it's nice that it's all analog. This is a PDK car, which is ideal for a GT3. They're just so powerful and so quick that you kind of need the PDK box just to keep up with the speed of this. It's got Sport Chrono as standard on the GT3, and it's got the all-important roll cage. So the rear seats are done away with in exchange for a roll cage. So yeah, these 918 carbon bucket seats, fixed bucket seats, are bloody lovely to sit in. It's got the same cup holder system as my car, which is really nice. Like with all Porsches, it's quite practical and it's super comfortable to sit in. And yeah, it just feels very nice and very similar to other Porsches I've sat in, which is just nice and familiar. It's a beautiful car. Thank you so much to the owner for letting me have a sit in this stunning car. So there's meant to be around 500 cars that have turned up today. Seems like a lot more from where I'm stood. It just seems to go on endlessly. As with Goodwood, sometimes one of the best places to start looking at cars is in the car park. And obviously everything that's turned up more or less is a Porsche, but there is some cars in the car park which I think is worth showing. So let's have a quick walk over there and show you around the general parking. So just casually sat in the general parking. A really beautiful Aston Martin, just casually sat there. An original Vantage. These things look amazing. I think they've aged really nice. The interiors are a little bit dated now. As you can see, they're almost Ford-like, but no, lovely car. We've got an AMG C63 V8 twin turbo. Oh, and another Aston. Just casually sat here. Look at this thing. This thing is nuts. Wow. That is a back end of a car. Look how the diffuser's all painted in bodywork colour. Lovely. Huge fan of the design of the new one. The interior is a lot more improved. These are the Mercedes engined version. Gorgeous, gorgeous car. Sneak past the rest of these and look what we've got in the corner. Not one, not two, but 3 Yaris GR. There will be one coming onto the channel very shortly and you'll get to see me driving one. So that should be interesting, but to see 3 of them lined up is mental. They were quite hard to get when they came out. It was very hard to come by. You had to get allocations on them and the prices of these have gone crazy, but it's really nice to see 3 of them, all in white, all next to each other, looking cool. And then they're sandwiching on these new Hyundai Ioniq 5s, the new electric car from Hyundai. I'm a huge fan of these. I just think it looks different enough, it looks futuristic, it's almost like a Minecraft. If someone, like a child had designed something from Minecraft, this is what you'd get. And yeah, it's just different. It's really different and really nice. They're meant to be very, very good. Good range, really good build quality, and makes a decent alternative to a Tesla, I would say. More Porsches. I don't know if you can see already, but there is actually a Lamborghini Gallardo just hidden behind this support vehicle. But yeah, an original Gallardo 5 litre V10. Don't see many of these around on the roads now. They're a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous car. Aged really well, nice wedge shaped. They almost had like sort of classic styling when they came out, but I think now they just look unreal. This one's obviously quite a good used example. It's not perfect, but that's what I like about it. The owner clearly uses this. That's really, really cool. They sound incredible. These 2 cars over here are definitely worth a look, and it's something I walked past earlier and said you'd all be kicking off if I didn't feature them, because the pair of these 2 are just something else. This sort of battered looking Martini livery on this one. .911 supercharged. Bloody hell, that's nice. And then there's this, just sat next to it. So that gives you an idea of how crazy this day really is. I've just literally been standing on the corner for about 2 seconds and a GT2 RS just walked in. So we're just going to go and have a quick scout out for that and get some shots of that, because very, very rare to see one of those out on the road. Last time I saw one of them was actually at the Nürburgring. So it's really, really cool to see. We're going to go and find out where he parked. Just walking through here, we've got Pop and Bang Colour, so if you don't follow him on Instagram, I suggest that you do follow him. Just behind us here, so Pop and Bang Colour. I'll put a link in the description to all of his socials. Check him out. The artwork's mental, and a lot of it is featured here at the Motorist. They've got a lot of artwork on the walls. Does some amazing pieces of work, so definitely check him out. Wow. Everyone's gone a little bit ballistic for the GT2 RS with a white Visac package. They've not put this one on the grass. Wow, look at that. What a stunning colour as well for a GT2. The sound of this thing. Whoa. Got to be one of the best cars here. Well, today just got a little bit more interesting. I've just bumped into the guys from SUV Prestige out towards Wetherby. It's a car dealership, but they've actually started a YouTube channel. I've just caught up with the guys from there. I'll pop a link in the description for their channel. I might even be featuring on their video, and we've got some plans for some interesting content maybe starting next year. So make sure you subscribe to both our channels, be able to watch the interesting developments, because we've had a really good chat and we've got some huge, huge plans. So back in the sort of grassed area, We've got the new 911 Targa. I think it's the anniversary. If it's not the anniversary, it's got the same number as the anniversary on it. Lots and lots of Caymans are up here. Lots of Boxsters. Obviously, they've made a very, very strong appearance today of the Cayman crew. Got more here. Little Clio 182 trophy. Don't see many of them about at all. And next to it, just casually, there's a GT3 next to a Cayenne. Well, I thought they'd stopped coming. They're still arriving as we speak. This is something straight out of the Porsche Museum here. It's a nice classic Porsche. This time, listen to that engine, 1.6 engine there. Looks absolutely gorgeous. 356. So it's cool to see a Taycan, which is Porsche's like latest product, against one of their early cars. Really cool to see both of those together. Yeah, more still coming in. This one's absolutely stunning. Turbo S with the sunroof, which is key on a Turbo S in my opinion. That's what you want. Lovely red turbo there. There's the 911 that we were just talking about earlier before that alarm went off. But yeah, this colour is crazy. Carbon mirrors. So, a GT3 Touring in a stunning, stunning colour. I've no idea what the colour is, but wow. Looks like Chris Harris's one. Heading up over here, we've got some 911 GT3s, which are just about to leave, so we thought may as well go over and see if we can capture a few of these. Hopefully the audio will pick up the sound of these two 911 4-litre flat 6 engines just purring away there. Extremely noisy. So hopefully you can still hear me. Whoa. Sounds incredible. These two are parked next to one of my favourite 911s that I've ever seen here, and it's this, it could be Irish green, but it's a green 911 Turbo S, the latest version. Stunning, stunning colour. Always a favourite of mine. To see this in the sunlight, it looks very dark green now. See this in sunlight, and it's just something else. This little Carrera RS, I mean, this is an icon. Absolute icon, 2.7 Carrera. But yeah, extremely pretty in the best colour possible. Just the iconic white with the red Carrera written on it, the red wheels. Absolutely gorgeous. Lots and lots of cars are starting up now, including JE's old car. So we'll go around, have a quick look at that. You'll be able to, you can probably hear it already. So if you're like me and you watch Archie Hamilton and TG, etc., this car will be very familiar. So this was owned by TG's brother, JE, and it's absolutely the loudest 911 Turbo I've ever heard. We'll try and catch up to it and watch it leave, but it sounds absolutely nuts. Probably going to miss it now. I won't even need to get that close for you to be able to hear that. But there's 911 GT3 Touring just coming past us now with the carbon bonnet on it. So you'll be able to see that one just behind me. It's just insane. There's a lot of people leaving now. I'm not quite sure why. A lot of people just come to the Motorist on a morning though. But it is just a really, really nice place to gather and yeah, to hear and see all these wonderful, wonderful cars. So I have to say, I have been to the Motorist quite a lot over the past few weeks and past few months. I'm often here. You'll see lots and lots of my videos where I'm here at the Motorist Hub, capturing all that happens here. But this has to be, without doubt, the best day I've ever had. This is just heaven for a Porsche fan. So if they hold any more of these events where it's like Porsche or it's a different company, then I recommend you come because it's just amazing to see all these collection of cars. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already for plenty more videos like this one to come. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.